The most common type of green spaces in Manila are public parks. And these public parks, namely Rizal Park, Paco Park, and even Fort Santiago, are the most accessible parks to urban residents because of their proximity to major roads and amount of available public transport. The parks I mentioned are old, like Spanish colonial period old. In fact, our national hero was once secretly buried in Paco Park after his execution. That's how old these parks are. They've experienced various natural disasters, from earthquakes, typhoons, and flooding. But despite all that, these parks still stand. However, the lifespan of the public parks of Manila are shortened because green spaces like Manila's public parks are big chunks of land that don't generate much revenue as compared to other infrastructures. They're the easiest to be replaced by income generating structures. But is there something we can do? We listed down 5 easy and doable ways to show support to Manila City's public parks. First, pay a visit to the public parks. Most of the parks like Rizal Park, Arroceros Forest Park, and Paco Park don't require entrance fees, especially on weekends. They're usually open from morning till 8 p.m. And on certain holidays, they host special events such as night markets, fountain shows, exclusive tours, and more. By going to the parks and showing support, you not only help in the preservation of these, but you also get to experience the benefits of being in a green space. Second, encourage others to visit as well, whether by inviting them in conversation or through social media. Since in this day and age, all of us are mostly on the web, and sharing the invites online will help attract more visitors to the parks. This way, it can reach more people, even those outside the city's capital, which would only benefit the preservation of these parks. Third, join campaigns or events that promote public parks and green spaces. The National Parks Development Committee holds free events in Rizal Park, from night markets to concerts. In November of this year, the NPDC, together with the DOT and the Intramuros administration, held a late-night tour of Rizal Park and Paco Park for Halloween. This way, the park goers get to experience the parks in a different lens, while at the same time promoting the park and raising funds for its maintenance. Fourth, sign for petitions that push for the preservation and maintenance of green spaces. Petitions are one simple way for citizens to be heard by local and national decision makers. The most common ways to join a petition are through signing physically whenever it's available or through an online platform like change.org. But in an online platform like that, it's important to make sure everything's legitimate so that your signature won't be wasted. Lastly, vote for government officials with a green agenda. The people we elect in the government play a huge role in our lives. They have the capability to create legislation on creating more green spaces, reducing CO2 emissions, and transitioning to cleaner energy, which are all important steps toward a better future. That's why it's important to vote wisely. Like I said earlier, the public parks of Manila City are historical and are continuously threatened by degradation and effects of urbanization. But to this day, these parks still stand. If you have paid a visit, you can say that you have experienced a piece of Philippine history. You might even have walked on the same path that some of our national heroes have walked on. And it's a privilege to be able to experience that on a regular day.